As holidays draw in and friends disperse, we can forget what it means to connect. Pergy was keen for some time on his own, to do nothing he thought would be perfect. To wave goodbye is easier than not knowing when you'll next say hello. But we often realise this too late. It's not the end of the world though. Pergy would beg to differ, as he quickly felt alone. It took him time to find his place, to build confidence that was his own. This confidence he discovered was with his friends, and not when it was just him. And with them gone, this time alone was making him feel pretty grim. He thought some company might fill the gap that his missing pals had left, so he went to town in search of a new friend he could impress. But he found the bigger the crowd, the more he felt left behind. No one wanted him there, which wasn't true, but this loneliness had left him blind. So in his head he conjured a scene where his friends would never return. He was alone, and that was that. This is what he deserved. The universe was created to always move forward, even if Pergy was not moving at all, because in his thoughts he had no place and was not built for the persistence of time or space. To ease his alone, he crafted his crew from all bits, boops and bobs. He placed them around where they would usually be, playing their games and jobbing their jobs. He couldn't help but get upset when a conversation was sparked, that even with his most eloquent speak, not one reply or remark. Realising that he cannot replace his friends with a pile of tat, he sunk back down into his fantasy and accepted that that was that. Glumness flooded over him like an ocean does with the shore. If Pergy were in the darkest of rooms, he'd be the furthest from the door. Then anger broke through and took over him like a raging storm after rain. How dare his friends abandon him? He couldn't be the one to blame. There's nothing wrong with me, he thought. Or maybe there is. He immediately begun to doubt himself. Oh, how had it come to this? The happy goodbye that had come to pass was now replaced by a sadder scene, because in Pergy's head his friends had said he was not meant to be heard or seen. How could he know what was true or not, as the case may be? Why did I decide to stay here alone? That's not like me. That word, alone, made him shiver. It's not what Pergy likes to be. The thought of it scared him so company was the key. He shut himself away from the world, afraid to ever re-enter. His friends had their own universe, of which he was not the centre. Meanwhile, Mimic had returned from his break to check in on his staycationed friend, to extend an invite to join him so they could all be together again. But when he came face to face with a handsome model of him, he jumped back in shock and knew right away that this wasn't made on a whim. He found Pergy's room locked ever so tight and not loud enough that he would hear. A red note was thrust through the gap. It said no one of importance here. Oh dear, thought Mimic, it's worse than I thought, and pondered what he could do to help. He channeled his innermost Pergy. I've got it, he thought with a yelp. Pergy knew his mind played tricks, so thought this just another prank. That can happen when alone for long, wild imagination or drawing a blank. So he assumed that the knock he'd heard was not a knock at all. No one cares, he said through tears, curling up tight and small. You know as well as the next that someone certainly cared. Mimic returned with a little something that with Pergy he wanted to share. Under the door he slid a note with a picture of the beastie crew. They'd built a sculpture of their redhead friend, and the note said, "We all miss you." The tears of loneliness gave way to smiles, and he hugged the picture tight. They really missed him, and he missed them too, or how he missed them with all his might. Sheepishly the door opened a crack. Mimic stood there looking coy. He suggested Pergy join him, which was accepted with pure joy. Pergy now knows that it doesn't matter if you're alone or if you're not. What matters is that you're loved. You are, and this can never be forgot. With this in mind, he can settle down, relax, unwind and smile. His friends are there in his heart, even if not seen for a while. As he closed his eyes and felt the warmth of sun on his face and love in his heart, he heard a familiar commotion that made him jump with a start. Although time alone with a knowledge you're not is good for the mind and soul, nothing beats loneliness like a big group hug, because being together makes us whole.